Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Constance. We like to think of Constance as an unofficial virtue name. The 7 official virtues are faith, hope, charity, love, prudence, justice, temperance, and courage. Yet Constance imbues a sense of one's firm faith in the Christian tradition. The English word Constance is borrowed from the French via the Latin constantum, meaning steadfast, resolute, faithful. As a female given name, the Norman French introduced it to the English after the conquest of 1066. In fact, one of William the Conqueror's own daughters was named Constance, later the Duchess of Brittany. The female Constance developed in medieval France, probably in homage to Constantine the Great, 272 to 337, the first Roman emperor to adopt Christianity as the official state religion in the 4th century. The name remains steadfast and constant into modern times and is still relatively popular in France. It also enjoys respectable usage in England. Connie is the common nickname. Personality of the girl named Constance. The number 4 personality is marked by stability and discipline. This is the personality that follows the rules and is conservative by nature. They have an earthbound energy that prefers to build things methodically on top of firm foundations. They don't cut corners. 4s take their time and don't like to be hurried. But the outcome of their endeavors is likely to result in some strong and useful structure, which makes them great engineers and inventors. 4s are anything but frivolous or controversial. This is a trustworthy, straightforward personality that embodies dedication and organization. They are the backbone and anchor in their relationships, careers, and communities. They are tidy, punctual, and full of integrity. Hard work comes naturally to a 4, and they are immensely reliable. This is the personality you can always count on. Popularity of the girl named Constance. Constance is no longer a fashionable name in America, but at one time she was a popular choice for baby girls, mostly between the 1930s and mid-50s. The name dates back to the 19th century on the U.S. naming charts, which is as far back as we have available data. Suffice it to say, though, the name was in circulation well before that, thanks to the colonizing Puritans. The high point of Constance's usage came in 1949 when she was the 82nd most commonly bestowed baby girl's name nationwide. Rising interest in this name is owed to a popular film actress from the 1930s, Constance Bennett. The name started to fall in popularity during the 1960s and 70s, but as you can see from the chart below, saw another little bump in the early 1980s, due to a wickedly fun character named Constance Weldon on the short-run primetime soap series Flamingo Road, played by Morgan Fairchild. After that brief and small revival, the name Constance returned to her downward trajectory on the charts and was last seen on America's Top 1000 list in 1999. So far, the 21st century has not welcomed back old, tried-and-true Constance. Only 161 baby girls were given this name in 2012. This may be good news for parents looking for a unique name, but one embedded in tradition and history, and one with a very strong etymology. It's also a name with a fair amount of literary cachet. Constance is the main character in D.H. Lawrence's scandalous 1928 novel Lady Chatterley's Lover and the love interest of D'Artagnan in Alexander Dumas' The Three Musketeers, 1844. Quick facts on Constance. Gender, girl. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, not applicable. Pronunciation, Kahnstnts. Simple meaning, steadfast. Characteristics of Constance. Studious, practical, solid, dependable, conservative, industrious, hardworking. Cultural references to the baby name, Constance. Literary characters of the baby name Constance. Constance Bonacieux is the ill-fated heroine of Alexander Dumas' 1844 serial novel of adventure, The Three Musketeers, a beloved book that has been adapted multiple times into all manner of media. Constance is married to the landlord of the hero, D'Artagnan. She is the seamstress to and confidante of the French queen consort, who is having an affair with the Duke of Buckingham. Cardinal Richelieu, the king's chief advisor, is hot on her trail. Constance is a beautiful young woman, but just a little too trusting for her own good. In her naivete, she causes all kinds of trouble. She meddles in a jewelry plot, is kidnapped by Cardinal Richelieu's dragons, imprisoned by her husband, sent to a convent by her queen and poisoned by her good friend. D'Artagnan arrives just in time to see her die. Poor Constance. She should have stuck to plain old innkeeping. Constance Chatterley is the heroine of D.H. Lawrence's highly controversial 1928 novel, Lady Chatterley's Lover. In essence, Constance, Lady Chatterley, is an aristocratic woman, young and beautiful, who is married to an emotionally distant husband, who also happens to be paralyzed due to a war injury. She is both sexually and emotionally frustrated, and in this state, she enters into a torrid affair with the gamekeeper. The resultant physical and spiritual awakening she experiences enraptures her and entraps her at the same time. She cannot live without the stimulus that makes her feel alive again. Ultimately, sex wins the day, and the pregnant Constance leaves her husband in the hope of someday marrying Mellors, the assumption being that they can now talk dirty together whenever they want. Popular songs on Constance. A song by Blame Sally, Constance, a song by Count Lasher Charlie Binger 6, a song by the 1 AM radio, Miss Constance, Oh Constance, Constance, No More, a song by Martin Hill. Famous people named Constance. Constance Marie, actress, Constance, Queen of Aragon, 13th century Queen of Aragon, Constance Lloyd, wife of Oscar Wilde, Constance Bennett, actress, Constance Cummings, actress, Constance Collier, English actress, Constance of Castile, 14th century Queen of Castile, Constance Markievicz, first woman elected to the British House of Commons, Constance, Queen of Sicily, 12th century Queen of Sicily, Constance of Normandy, daughter of King William I of England, Constance Towers, actress, Constance. Frances Marie Ockelman, better known as Veronica Lake, the Peekaboo Girl,